Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, but now it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bears take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Bears defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Goff and his guys now coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it up. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Wolf on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go. Big Lion.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. There's Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Johnson running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bears at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Johnson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the end zone, Goff steps away to his left. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun, here's Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off play action. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Patterson now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready? Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready, right?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep here from Mooney. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready up!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go
An
now.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, 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 check. Check 60, check 60. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. On the option to give to Swift here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Green. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Goff now to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Seven Pirates.
Second and 13. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Looking to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. on the ground. It's Swift to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Jones on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the...
There goes Green! Touchdown, Detroit! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kirby Joseph. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day. When
blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here we go. This is fourth down.
Let's go, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing now, Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down and want to be a gain of 21 yards.
17.
From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Again, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Lions, they move back.